when did you fall in love with like women in hip hop?
And that song that you just heard was K Carbon Freestyle by K Carbon, or it's Carbon Freestyle by K Carbon.
Oh.
And what did you think of the song?
So, I mean, I love the Memphis girls.
I was just about to say that.
I don't know why. Like, even like, I love rappers from Memphis, like, period. I think it's their accent. Maybe that's what it is.
It is the accent, because it's the same thing with Moneybagg Yo.
Yo.
For me, I don't know what it is about them. Like, it's just gritty.
Glorilla's from Memphis.
Yes.
So I think it's just like the Memphis rappers. I just like love their accent, and like, I don't know. I thought it went hard. What about you?
I love this. I love this song. I chose this song today because like I'm really into like this, like her as a rapper, K Carbon, like because she's always rapping with Glorilla and like that whole like group that we're always talking about on the show, and I really do want to see her like come up next and like really have a big moment. So I really want to like push like her music as much as we can. So that was Carbon Freestyle by K Carbon. You should go check out all of her music. So hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Where My Girls At. And we have a little bit of a change that's gone on since the last time we saw all of you. Sharmi is no longer hosting the show with us. She's decided, that she's going a different direction with her career, and we fully 1000% support her. And she's always welcome to come back. But now it's just me and Bree, so it's gonna be a little bit different. But we're still excited. We're still here, and we're still ready to do this. And speaking of that, Bree just showed me around her apartment. Y'all, it's giving her home that she owns. It's giving. How have you been? What have you been up to?
I've been good. So like recently, like I took you around my place a little bit, but we had our housewarming, which was a lot of fun. So got to bring it in with good people and like celebrate just like accomplishment of bringing in a new home.
A huge ass fucking accomplishment.
Yeah. So like really been enjoying like the space. And then what else has been going on? Just like work generally. I did go to the Kalani and Rico Nasty concert on Sunday though.
How was that? Because I remember we talked about that a couple months ago, and I was like, I don't get how these two audiences
like coexist.
Doesn't even work together. How was it?
It was a lot of fun. So like to give context, it was also in the context of a date, and I was surprised by the concert tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were trying on your best behavior.
well, first of all, I had no idea I was going to a concert, so he surprised me with concert tickets. So like I was
That's
like,
so sweet.
lots of points.
Yes.
But yeah, no, Rico Nasty was a lot of fun. I got there in the middle of her set, and people were like pretty much raging, but definitely the crowd was there for like Kalani.
Yeah, 100%. They were there for Kalani. Yeah.
Yeah, but she did a fantastic performance. I think the crowd gave Rico Nasty good energy because she's from the DMV. So it's like I think she had like some at home love, but
I love that.
Kalani was a great performer.
Nobody was throwing water bottles at her.
No.
Rico Nasty. She had to fight nobody. She had to jump in the audience and fight nobody.
No, not at all. But like it was interesting though. She was like they were like holding up signs for her, and then she would take a sign and she was like ripping it, like on some like try to be on a hard rock star type of deal. But no, she was good though. I had a lot of fun. But
what did she perform?
Smack a Bitch. She performed some of her new stuff from the new album, like the rock album, and then Poppin'. She played Poppin'.
Yes, I know they went up for that one. Yeah. I feel like that's like SoundCloud Rico Nasty when everybody was like just getting onto her. Like Poppin' was it.
So she was like playing some of the classics and also some of the new stuff. So I think she did a good set.
Aw, I'm happy because she deserves that.
I know. But what have you been up to?
Honestly, I was just about to say, I have been up to literally nothing. It's just been like work. But I'm going on vacation next week, so I'm trying to just like, right now I'm just like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to like do a bunch of shit before
Where
I
are you
leave.
going?
I'm going to Punta Cana. Punta
Oh yeah, you're
Cana.
going to
I'm going
DR.
to the
Yeah.
DR, and I've never been to the Dominican Republic, so I'm so excited to
Be
go.
careful of those men.
Listen, I don't care. Kidnap me. Take me the fuck away from here. Take me away from everything. Shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of working. I'm sick of it.
Retire
Take me
me.
away.
Retire me.
Retire me, kidnap me, hide me away in a castle where I don't ever have to be seen or heard from again. Like, that's all I want. Okay.
I'll leave. No, you're gonna have so much fun though. You're gonna be on the
I'm
island
really
with lots of
excited.
fruit and drinks and like be on the beach. It'll be a lot of fun.
Emphasis on drinks.
Yes, no, 100%.
Emphasis on fucking drinks.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. So I'm just like trying to do a bunch of shit to get ready for that because I start my real day job again next week, and then I'm immediately going on vacation. But it's not my fault they start school this
Yeah, that's
week.
their fault.
I didn't fucking tell them to do that. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, you want to get into these topics here?
Let's get into these topics. So
what do you want to start with?
We're gonna change the format of this a little bit, everybody listening. We've decided we're gonna do like a countdown. Instead of, having the topics take a whole hour, because girl, we be talking about every little bit of mess.
All the things.
But we're just gonna go like, let's go 3, 2, 1. So number 3, let's talk about rap shit. Okay, so Issa Rae's new show, and I did post like a recap of like the first 2 episodes, and maybe I'll do it again.
I liked it. It was good.
I liked it. Maybe I'll do it again for the next like 2 or 3 episodes, like at once, because I have watched it. So the Issa Rae's new show, Rap Shit, premiered a couple weeks ago. They dropped the first 2 episodes, and then I think now they have 4 episodes released. Correct?
Yeah. Maybe. I think it's 3. I think it's 3. They have 3 episodes.
Okay, okay, but then tomorrow is
gonna be 4th episode.
Tomorrow's the 4th episode. So have you watched it?
Oh yeah. I just caught up literally the other day. I think it's good. Okay. I think that like I thought the novelty of using the camera
was gonna wear off.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of did for me a little bit. I'm like, I think it's a unique perspective, but I find it can be like a little bit annoying at times.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of her trying to do something different. But like the content of the show, like definitely you could see like the mirrors between like them and like the city girls, and like them trying to like figure themselves out. But I see the essence of like Issa in there as well, like similar things from like Insecure. So I don't know. I think the writing has been really good, and the music has been really dope.
No, I love the music. I think I wish they had like more female rap placements in the actual show, because I feel like they don't have a ton. But I'm not mad at it, because I feel like they're gonna try and do this thing where they're really promoting like the music from the show as like the thing. So I don't know, but I have to say I really like it. I think I can tell, like, and I said this in the recap video, I kind of think I can tell that it's just gonna be a slow burn of a show. Like it's not gonna, it's not gonna be big, flashy, because I feel like that's never how Issa Rae shows, are. So I'm kind of excited to watch this journey play out. They've already been renewed for season 2.
Oh, they have?
Wow. Well, that was what happened, but then HBO Max is merging with Discovery Plus. And so we don't know what shows are going to be on the chopping block. And so this could very well be one of them, as they're trying to move away from scripted. I just don't want that to happen, because like I said, I really think this show is like so fucking important. Like I feel like we don't get a show from the perspective of female rappers trying to make it. We definitely don't get shows about female rappers like from Miami. It's always based like, it's very coastal, or it's like East Coast, West Coast. But like we've always said on the show, like Southern women are so vital to hip hop and hip hop culture. And I really do love how much they play that up. So I'm excited. I want more original music from the show, but it's only 3 episodes in, so I'm a chill.
Totally. Yeah, no. I've got my sister and I watch it together, and we're like, I need something else than Seduce and Scheme right now.
Yes.
I need something else. I need something else.
I need that shit. Okay.
Yeah. But no, it's been good so far. It's good so far. But number 2 we have here, Meg Thee Stallion is dropping her new album, Traumazine. Traumazine?
Is it Traumazine or Traumazine? I don't know. But but she's been teasing this new album, this new era. And let me go to her Instagram, because what she did was she like archived all of her Instagram posts,
Yeah.
and then she started posting like, and then this is after she released Pressurelicious. And then she released this. So she posted just this blank, or just the definition of traumazine. That's how you pronounce it.
Okay.
The chemical released in the brain when it is forced to deal with painful emotions caused by traumatic events and experiences. See synonyms: self-realization. And then she posted something else like, it took a lot of self-reflecting to get to the point in my life where I am now. I ain't saying I'm finally figured everything out or that I'm finally at peace, because I'm not, but I'm excited for the hotties to get a better understanding of what's happening in my head. I feel like everything I have heard about this album is giving what should have been gave for the debut album. Like, we should not consider Good News her debut album. I'm loving the rollout. What did you think of her LA Leakers freestyle? Did you see it?
Yeah, I actually just watched it again.
Yeah?
I thought it was all right. I think she's done better. But like when she said like, I'm interested to see the outcomes of this album. Because when she was like, oh, self-realization and stuff like that, I'm like, so what part of Pressurelicious is self-realization? I was like,
I was just gonna say that.
I was like, sure.
It was not giving what she thought it gave, but okay.
I was like, okay, sure.
You know what? I'm gonna let that one slide, because.
But yeah, like, but I guess if you think about what was the other song that she had came out with recently before Pressurelicious?
Was there a song before that?
Yeah, it's like fuck nigga. Yeah, no, Plan B. That's what I was thinking about. So I'm like, I guess maybe it'll be around like that type of essence of like, I don't know, going back to like
teasing a little Kim collab like on Twitter.
Really?
I'm sorry, that's what the rumor is.
The rumors are?
That's what the rumor mill is saying. So I wonder what that would sound like. I really am interested. What do you like? What are you expecting from this new album?
Well, okay, she said that it was going to be 18 tracks. I think that there's going to be a fair amount of like, I think she does a good job of storytelling like when she wants to. Yeah. So I think a decent amount of the album will be able to be that, but I think there's going to be obviously like the turn up songs that like the Tina Snow like persona is going to come through. But
yeah, because she has brought Tina Snow the fuck back. And thank motherfucking God.
I know. I mean, like, I think this album is going to be really polished. Like, I think the, like, music or, like, the samples and, like, the beats that she's choosing is going to be, like, super high quality. Not in comparison to her other albums, because they were also good. But I just think this is going to be just, like, on a new level for her.
I think so, too. And I think even the features are going to be on, like, another level. I think she's going to start... I feel like because she was teasing on her Instagram story, like, oh my God, all the women who've like done their verses, they're so fire. She's so excited about this album. She's posting about it, even though she's going through all this shit, like with her label. Like, I really want this album to be giving what a debut album should give, because I know she's capable of it, and I feel like Good News fell short of what like we expected of her as far as bars, as far as visuals, as far as like production value, but I do think she's learned from that, and I want to see her grow, and I want this album to show the kind of growth that she's had as an artist, since Tina Snow.
Exactly. She just went on like a worldwide tour.
Basically, like, shit, it was damn near a tour
through Europe. Like, I think, I'm definitely excited to see her range and like the new songs that are going to come out of it. So I think
it'll be out by the end of the summer.
Okay, I was just about to say, I'm like, I hope it comes out before the end of the summer, because I'm like, I feel like Labor Day is like such a good marker of like when summer is ending. Of like, okay, this is the last of like rooftop bars and like doing stuff. So it's like, I feel like
not for me, because I live in LA, but
I mean, you do that, but over here, So I hope she gets it in before the summer for sure.
Yeah. And then our number one topic. Nicki Minaj is
to freedom.
To freedom! Oh my God, I'm so excited! I cannot wait to see what type of mess this goofy bitch is going to be talking on this radio show. Everybody, Queen Radio is back. By the time this episode comes out, Queen Radio will be back. Nicki Minaj has a new single that's coming
Oh
out.
yeah.
And she also is getting the VMA Video Vanguard Award. And she just dropped a teaser for her documentary and saying that she's looking now for a new distributor for it. So I guess it didn't work out with HBO Max. And who knows why. There were some rumors that were floating. But she's back in full motherfucking force. Have you heard all the Freaky Girl or whatever I don't know what the name of the song is now.
You have like Freaky Deaky something. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck the name of the song is, but have you heard the snippets /
Yeah.
what do you think?
I've been listening to them mostly through TikTok, to be honest. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the song to drop. And I'm hoping that it's not like Cardi B with that last song where it's like it got played out and like I was super excited for it and then it was just like not what I expected. So I'm hoping that it lives up to what it is because like I'm thinking about how like her Joe Budden interview, how she was talking about how she had like writer's block for a while and like, you know, I'm hoping that this will be a good intro into like her like next chapter. Like being able to like release new music and stuff like that. So I'm excited.
I hope it's fun. It sounds like it's gonna be fun, and that's what I miss about Nicki Minaj's music. It used to be so fucking fun, and it just got too damn serious. She got too damn angry. So hopefully she's like she was just feeling real bitter, you know, and angry.
Yes,
people, so,
that's the right word.
Girl, now they're giving you your flowers. Calm down and go back to releasing fun shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting to me that she's getting the Video Vanguard Award. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying it's very interesting. And she's only the second female rapper to ever get this award. Missy Elliott got the first one. But it's just, I'm interested to see what this performance is going to give. I wonder if she's going to bring out Drake and Lil Wayne because they just
did OVO Fest.
At OVO Fest. Like, I'm interested to see what it gives. And I feel like this new era, I don't know why, but I feel like Nicki is like back in her fun loving bag. Like she's not on this whole queen, you know, all
like bow down type of thing.
I don't know why, but I feel like she's off of that now. Like she's been showing a lot more love than I feel like she ever really has lately. She seems like she's happy. And so I'm hoping that we can feel that it's like reflected in the music. You know?
No, I definitely get that. And like for I guess in regards to the music video award, like who do you think would have, or if not her right now, then who?
What do you mean?
Like, you're saying that, like, why is she getting it, like, now? Yeah. Like, who would you think would have gotten it this year versus her then?
I literally don't know. That's the thing. I have no idea. I have no idea who else could have gotten it. I just think that's an interesting pick, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's very interesting.
No, that's fair though.
But let's talk about new music. Okay, so clearly we were not feeling Pressurelicious. To me, it just sounded a lot it sounded a lot like Movie. And the feature was so unnecessary. Very unnecessary.
Why did he say Adderall like 100 times?
He was just saying, I was like, well, we know he's back on that shit. Got
it.
I
was like,
got it.
I thought he was off the drugs. I thought he was off the drugs.
Clearly the fuck not.
But yeah, Pressurelicious was what it was. And then I listened to the Erica Banks song. I thought it was alright. I think she can do better. I think she can do better.
It's like I feel like she can be a better rapper than she is, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because she's like 12 years old. So she's still very much like learning what to do. Like she has a lot of growing to do.
No, that's true. No, that's fair. That's fair. She's like really young. So I get that. I get that.
She's making the mistakes of a very young female rapper, and I feel like she's going to grow from this because I think Erica Banks is very talented. Like I do too. I do. I think she's talented. I think she can make another hit. Like Bust It. She just has to work a little bit harder, baby. Like
work a little bit harder.
You can't ride that no more.
I was watching the music video and I was like, they really just have this girl, like, they're like, yo, go to the studio, twerk over here. Go to your, like, little patio, twerk over there. And they're like, we're going to cut it real choppy, like this.
That poor lady. They got her over there doing any fucking thing.
I know. I was like, Jesus. But,
everybody to be released from the shackles of 1501.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, dang, like, she needs to leave. Someone else needs to pick her up.
Somebody else
But
needs to pick her up. Yeah, give her some.
but Rico Nasty's song,
Her
or I mean album. She had an album.
Las Runas.
Um,
I didn't
yeah,
listen to all of it.
I didn't really listen to it.
It was like not my cup of
I don't think it was
tea.
for me. It
Yeah,
wasn't for
that's
me.
it. That's it. That's
It wasn't
it.
for
Was
me.
like, it wasn't for me. It wasn't
It's for
me.
the black girl punk genre,
Exactly.
which is not me, and
Not at
I'm
all.
okay with that. So
Yeah.
I don't think I'm in the position to fairly judge this album.
I accept that it wasn't for me, but I still support Rico Nasty to 100%. The death of me.
To the end.
To the fucking end. But it wasn't. Yeah, that's all I really can say.
No, not my genre.
Flo Millie, you
Flo
still
Milli.
here, ho? Excellent. Excellent. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Excellent.
Excellent. All she's missing is a No Panty song?
Do you? Yeah. That you're actually right. But I feel like she has one. But tell me, do you have a top 3 from You Still Here, Ho?
No, I don't yet. I haven't gotten through it all the way yet, but like I think we talked about this last time, but like the rollout of this was so phenomenal
and
just and like so cohesive throughout this. Like I also heard the intro from Tiffany Pollard, and I was like, this just like put the cherry on top.
It did.
It did. Like she got the stamp. She got the stamp of approval.
She didn't.
But what are your top 3 though?
She didn't need any features. In the features that she had, like they were good, but she could have like it would have been even better, or it would have been like as excellent without them. I think if I had to choose my top 3, I'm going to do Come Outside, Bedtime, and Big Stepper. Like I think all 3 of those she should release as singles because they are fucking phenomenal, and I want videos for each of them.
Okay, I was gonna say, which one do you want a music video first?
I want music first. I definitely want a music video for Big Stepper. I want to see her because she's like the first lyric I think it says "Ho fit dripped in Margiela." I would love for Margiela to sponsor this video and make Flo Milli the next fashion girl because she has the looks, she has the talent, she has the charisma, she has it all. Okay, and she fucking deserves that shit.
No, 100%. I think like it seems like she had good momentum coming off of obviously like her last album, and so I think the support was just like already there for her. So yeah, I like definitely need to listen to the rest of it, but I know that it's like fire.
It's fucking amazing. So if you're listening to this and you have not listened to You Still Here, Ho, turn this shit off and go listen to that motherfucking album right the fuck now. Okay? But let's move on to our main topic. So this month at Texture Dare, we really wanted to focus on like mental health and self-care and the way that Black women kind of really care for themselves. And we talked about that on our other podcast, Does It Hold Up? So if you haven't listened to that, make sure you go listen to those episodes. We have a lot of content on our blog that relates to mental health, self-care, Black girl self-care. So make sure you go check out our website at texturedair.com. But like I wanted to, and I think it's very important and very timely too, a topic to talk about like how female rappers are affected like by social media culture and like about like the struggles that they face with their mental health, probably because of like the pressures that come with being a female rapper. So I know this is like probably like an ironic question, or like it's like I don't even say this, but like I like to like, do you think female rappers have it harder than male rappers?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, duh. I mean, I think
No, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say that, like, I mean, it's multifaceted, right? They're fighting with racism, misogyny, and like, there's just so many different layers that they have to go against. That it's like, of course, like, why wouldn't they have it harder than men? And I think that, especially in an industry like the hip hop industry, where it has been so male dominated for a while. I think being a woman, and especially being a prominent woman at that, is intimidating to most of these male rappers. So I think it's definitely harder. I mean, what are
Yeah.
your thoughts?
I mean, I also think it's definitely harder just because of the amount that they have to do to get
Mm-hmm.
the, even a slither of the kind of respect that women get. I mean, the kind of shows that they have to put on, the hoops that they have to jump through,
Jump through,
the
yeah.
rollout that they have to do for their kind of work is much, much
Mm-hmm.
harder than that of a male rapper. And yet, people will always still find ways to, kind of downplay their talent, to
Mm-hmm.
give men credit for their success, and
Mm-hmm.
and just like find ways to undercut them so that they don't
Mm-hmm.
feel good about the work that they're doing. And I just know that that can have like a really, really negative toll on you as
Right.
a person, on you as on your mental health. I feel like we've
Mm-hmm.
seen so many people, like especially in this internet age, have these breakdowns online because it's just
Yeah.
harassment. Like, and I think like Megan the Stallion, like I feel like she's a prime example right now of, I don't know how she's
Totally.
not absolutely nuts, because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
every day on the internet somebody is trying her. Somebody is talking shit about her, making light of her trauma,
Mm-hmm.
or completely just saying that didn't happen. You're a liar. We hope you go to jail. We hope you die. Like that kind of
It's like,
shit.
are you kidding? Like, for real? Like, yeah, no, and I think like even I think what you were talking about of even just like the idea of being a female rapper in the industry, of just like all it takes to go into that, like I'm sure that image is not as widely talked about amongst like male rappers as it is for female rappers when they first like are getting in, like the idea of having to be like, oh, slim waist, like big butt, like being able to dance, like being able to dance, rap, be able to be fun and like cute on the internet. Like they care about like the personality that they're able to bring to the table, even outside of what they do with from a rap perspective. So yeah, I think that all can like take a toll.
And I definitely think it also makes you reconsider, like, why do I even want to do this? You know?
Right, for what? Yeah.
For what am I even doing this? Because no matter what I do, it's gonna be hate, no matter what. Like
Mm-hmm.
every time I feel like Megan the Stallion breathes on the internet, and I keep using her as an example, but we could even use Coyle Ray. We can talk about
Mm-hmm.
anybody, even any time one of these women who are so comfortable in themselves. And I do want to talk about like how social media plays a role into, how it
Mm-hmm.
affects their mental health, because I feel like it's a
Mm-hmm.
big part of why people are having these kinds of breakdowns, because people on the internet don't have no fucking sense.
Yeah, no filter. They like don't care, like, but also they would never say this in person
Never,
either. Like,
never.
come
You would
on.
never give this same energy in
Mm-mm.
fucking person. But it's. I think we need to do a lot better by female rappers, because like
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna happen if one day somebody puts a gun to their head? You know what I mean? Because I mean, and that's bleak. Like that's
I
very,
mean, it's
but
also not that far off.
but
And
people have done it. Then all of a sudden people will be like, "Oh my god, like
mm-hmm.
we didn't mean that. It was
Right.
just jokes. It was just for the internet." Like that's bullshit.
I mean, yeah, and it shouldn't even be in the perspective of like, them being in a life threatening situation, right? It's just like, why don't you just treat people with respect in general?
And
Um,
why does it, and why also do men never speak up? You know?
right,
To
right.
protect them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And why is
No.
it, I feel like it's just, I mean, it's already just an awful space to be a woman, like
Mm-hmm.
in the hip hop world. And no matter what you do, there's predatory people everywhere. There are people who are going to take advantage of you, take credit for your work,
Right.
and truly in any way try and find ways to use you as a puppet. But
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're trying to do something as like male dominated as rap, imagine how
Mm-hmm.
intimidating it is to go into that. Like it
Yeah.
takes a lot probably for them to get up and do what they do, and to still, not be as respected. Like I can imagine that just has the worst effect on their mental health. And so you see some of them turning to all different kinds of things to,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of care for themselves. Like people turning to yoga or exercise, or completely
Mm-hmm.
just deleting their social media.
Yeah, their social media completely. I was about to
Like
say.
remember when Lizzo just like quit Twitter because it was just so violent and like abusive, because the people were always just saying the worst shit to her, and then her team just had to run her Twitter, and she went to Instagram. And like, wouldn't you do the same thing?
No, 100%. Yeah. And like even this past what was it? Even this past weekend, wasn't like Cardi trending for like being off of like Instagram or something like that, or like she was about to delete her Instagram or it had gone on lock for a little bit.
Right.
Um, but yeah, no, it's really, I don't know, like it's uncomfortable really the amount of power that I think social media holds.
Yeah.
Especially I mean, even outside of the fact of like rappers in general, of just like being able to influence in such a powerful way. But yeah, no, it definitely I think adds to the pressure of female rappers. And I think being able to like keep up with kind of still like keeping up with the Joneses, and again like going back to like
Absolutely.
imagery of like how they present themselves constantly on the internet is always like a
Yeah.
thing.
And it makes me wonder, and this brings me to like my last, but like really the biggest question is like, how do we make them feel? How do we like do better by them in the future?
Mm.
Like, how can people do better by them? How can we protect them and uplift them? And not like, I just like sometimes, I don't know, I feel very protective of all of these women just because they do. I feel like each of them just brings such like good and joy into the world to only then just have to face such trauma, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
such. And I just like, I love to see women finding ways to take care of themselves. And I just try and always ask myself, in what ways can I support women?
Right. No, I think it's what you said earlier of like having men, unfortunately, like having allies like men
Yeah.
like speak up and being able to like, like that's not okay, being like very vocal about that. But I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't know what like the solution is. And I don't know, I don't think there's like a right answer here yet. But
Yeah.
um,
No. We
yeah,
can't just
like,
like delete Twitter. We can't get all
yeah,
the
I was
incels.
like,
We can't get all the incels off of Twitter. Like,
right.
I wish we could, but that
But
might
I
mean
don't
a
know.
whole lot of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I really don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it's just like be better people, question mark?
Be better
Like, keep
people.
it in your head. I
Keep
don't
it,
know.
or just think, is this something I would want my mother to read?
Oh my
Would
God.
I have the smoke for them in person to say this shit? Because 9 times out of 10, the answer is no.
No, yeah.
The
You're
answer is
really not
fucking
about it
never.
as you think you are. Like, it really
Hell
isn't.
no. Hell no.
But
And
yeah.
I think for all of the women too, and not just even female rappers, but just women in general, I think
Mm-hmm.
finding ways to like protect yourself, a big part of that is community. Community is like very huge to
Mm.
me, and like having
Mm-hmm.
people who surround you, who can hold you and protect you when you can't lift yourself up, and having
Yeah.
people who constantly affirm you when you need to be affirmed and support you when you can't do that for yourself is so important. And it's why
Right.
like we always are talking about like these people need better teams, like they need stronger teams, because a
Mm.
team is not just somebody who's going to like get you brand deals, do good A&R for you and like shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. It's also people who are there with you like 90% of the time, and they should be people who support you and love you, because you're not just a
Right.
machine, you're a human being.
Right.
You're a
No,
human being.
exactly.
It,
Exactly.
it's all
And
about community.
no, I like that. I think community is huge as well. And I think also like even what they do now of like being off of social media, it's okay to like take breaks of that obviously because it can be overwhelming to be on social media in general as a person. So
Exactly.
like I think being able to have like a break from like being around the screen, seeing what other people are doing and just kind of like being present with yourself and like living the life that you have and not the one that you are trying to portray or I guess fantasize, I guess, for other people, I think is a good way of being able to take a step back
Yeah.
and get back to it. But
Yeah.
you know,
I agree. So make sure if you're listening to this that you have a good group of people around you
mm-hmm.
that support you and lift you up, because
Yeah.
everybody deserves that.
Right. Everybody deserves a what is it, like a rubber band that slings you up, not brings you down, not weighs you down.
I don't know what that means, but sure. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I read it in an article recently,
sure.
Something like that. I said it wrong.
I believe you. I believe you. We are Team Memphis. We are Team Southern girls.
Yeah. The
here.
The M.
Is that what they call it?
That's what they call it.
Really? I feel like they
yes.
come up with a better name than that.
It's the M.
We'll come up with one.
Yeah,
we'll come up with
a
one for
cute
you.
one.
Two people who are not from Memphis.
Not from Memphis. Have no relations there.
Not at all. I'm not
Just
even
enjoy
from
the just enjoy the vibes.
And I think I just could do a better job for you guys. So I'm gonna come up with a better name for you, Memphis. Just hang tight.
Just hang tight. Help is on the way.
Help is on
I'm coming my
way. All right. If you made it all the way to the end of this episode, thank you so much for listening. Make sure to subscribe, leave us a comment, leave us a review, and we'll see you guys in our next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Where My Girl's At, brought to you by Textured Air, a brand dedicated to celebrating Black girl culture, past, present, and future. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. It really helps. You can find us on Twitter at WhereMyGirlsAt2 and Instagram WhereMyGirlsAt_TH. Make sure you check out our other podcasts, Does It Hold Up?, The Blacklist, and all the other content we offer on our website, texturedair.com. Until next time.